What's up, YouTube? This is Demonic Midwinter back with another video. Today I'm doing a video on my entire shirt collection, as I just hit over 100 shirts in my collection. So, and I'm going to explain how I got each of the shirts. I show, if I can, remember how I got all of them. So first up is an Incantation shirt that I ordered about a week ago. This is their Blasphemy shirt I got from their official merch store. It took less than a week to arrive, so can't complain about that. I used some money I got for, I think my birthday, which was a while ago, but still had some left over. Next up is a tour shirt from Black Sabbath's 2013 tour. I was at the Hamdel, New Jersey show. This is the first of 4 times I got to see Sabbath. One of the greatest bands of all time. Next up is a band you guys probably won't know. It's a band called High Council. I got this shirt when I wanted to give a merch bundle giveaway about a month ago or a month and a half ago. I entered it, and I was the only one who entered. So I automatically won. That was their Final Entity Creature shirt. So next up is a shirt I got at a concert, but it's not a tour shirt. It's actually a long sleeve Creator shirt. The Army of Storms design. This is I got this when I saw Creator and Sabaton with I believe it was Syra back in March of 2018 in Silver Spring, Maryland. One of the greatest tours I've ever seen live. I should say. It was a co-headlining tour with Sabaton, Creator, and neither band disappointed. Next up is a shirt I got for my birthday last year. It's Destruction with Eternal Devastation. This is a white shirt. I know I actually have white shirts in my collection, but that's one of my favorite shirts and favorite long sleeves I have in my collection. Next up is another non-black shirt. Actually, it's another long sleeve. This is Emperor my gray Emperor in the Night Side Eclipse shirt. This I got also for my birthday last year. That was one of my favorite. That's one of my favorite one of my 2 Emperor shirts I have. I'll get to the other one in a little while, but that's one of my favorite shirts I have in the collection, or another favorite long sleeve. Next up is another non-black shirt, but we have Cannibal Corpse. I believe it's their Pile of Skulls shirt, or long sleeve. This I got from Nuclear Blast back in December, where I ordered it back in December, and it came really fast. That's one of probably my favorite long sleeve shirt I have in the collection, actually. Next up is a shirt from a friend's band, or another shirt from a friend's band. We have Bonestorm. They are a death metal band from Connecticut. I'm friends with the vocalist and the bassist. They are great friends and very great guys. Next up actually is another friend's band. We have a thrash band called Neverfall with I forget the name of this shirt, but I got this when I saw them in Baltimore. They were playing at the headline show for they were playing at my best friend's band's EP release show, which I'll actually get to them later on in the video. Next up is one of my, I believe, like 20 Sabaton shirts I have, or 15 or so. This is I forget the name of this one, but this is Faded as All Hell, and it's been to so many great shows. This was actually, I believe, the first Sabaton shirt I ever bought. I think I bought that when I saw them in 2016. On my birthday, funnily enough, with Trivium and Huntress. I left right after Sabaton because I don't care for Trivium whatsoever. Huntress was incredible, though. It was a great tour overall, and I'm so happy I got to see both of those bands. Next up is a band I've met once or twice. We have Eisenmoor. They are a folk, or a medieval folk band from, I believe, Virginia or Maryland. Could even be DC, but they are they sing about medieval stuff, and I saw them when they opened up for Metallica and Arcona in, what year was that? 2019, I believe. Next up is a shirt I'll be wearing this week in a couple days, actually. We have Wolf King. They are, I believe, a death metal band. I just don't remember where they're from, but I got this shirt at my last show before COVID on February 29th of last year. I miss concerts so much, and I can't wait to get to wear this shirt. Next up is a shirt I got, also in the same order I got the Cannibal Corpse long sleeve in. We have Elvite with Edagados. This I used birthday or Hanukkah money for. And I'm a huge Elvite fan, actually. Next up is a shirt I got that Sabaton, my probably favorite band ever. Yeah, this is their Unleashed Krieg shirt. This I got from their Advent calendar month, or one of the shirts that I got from their Advent calendar back in December, which I'm so happy I bought. I have so many shirts from them. It's kind of insane, but one of the greatest, some of my favorite shirts come from Sabaton. Next up we have Tier with their Gamar shirt. This I bought with some birthday money from last year, actually. That's probably my favorite shirt they had on their store, so I figured why not buy it. Came pretty quickly too, which I was kind of surprised at. Next up is probably a top 15 or 20 shirt in my collection. We have my Behemoth soccer jersey, or football, depending on where you're from. This came in literally 2 days. I bought it on, I believe, the Tuesday or Wednesday, and it came on Friday from Poland, and I'm in New York. Literally 2 or 3 days it came, and I was like, I haven't bought anything since then, but I will be buying some more stuff from them at some point in time. Next up is a Destruction shirt. I got this from a merch bundle. This is their Born to Thrash with the pentagram. I have another shirt with another Destruction shirt that is Born to Thrash shirt. But this I bought, I believe in October of last year. I forget why I bought it, but I bought the bundle because they had some really good stuff like the CD DVD pack, digipack, and a patch, I believe, which is going to go on one of my vests at some point. Next up is the Paul Bailoff Heavier Than Time tribute shirt. This I bought, I forget when I bought this, actually. I believe it was back in October as well. I think this might have been a birthday present. I don't fully remember. But Paul Bailoff, if you don't know who he was the vocalist for Exodus. He passed away in, I believe it was in 2002. But he was an incredible vocalist. May he rest in peace. Next up is another Nuclear Blast shirt. This is Sodom with Genesis 19. This is actually the only Sodom shirt I own. They are one of my favorite thrash bands, and their new album, Genesis 19, came out last year, and it was a killer. I'm so happy. I was so in love with that album last year. Next up is one of the two Monomarth shirts that took literally 2 months to arrive, and it drove me crazy. We have Raven's Flight. This is probably the favorite of the two. And we have Odin Wants You. Those two shirts I ordered also back in October, and it took literally until like December for them to arrive, which kind of annoyed me, but what can I do? Shipping right now is kind of a pain. Next up we have one of the greatest shirts I own. We have Iron Maiden with their Rock and Roll Rib shirt. If you didn't know, Nico from Iron Maiden, has a barbecue restaurant down in Florida, and that's where I got that shirt actually a bunch of years ago. The first time I went there. It's actually a really good barbecue place. There's no way in hell I will ever not go there when I'm down in Florida. Next up, we have a shirt I think I got for my birthday as well. We have At the Gates with Slaughter of the Soul. This is actually, the design is actually the back patch for my main vest, which I will show off once it's finished. Next up is Shrapnel. If you haven't heard of these guys, they are a UK thrash band, and their new album, I believe it's Palace for the Insane, it was an incredible album last year. I picked it up not too long ago, actually, and I'm so happy I have the shirt in my collection as well, which came into order. Next up, another Sabaton shirt. We have Fuck COVID-19, Here Comes the Tank, Your Year of the Tank, whatever it says, or Here Comes Tank 20. Sorry, that I bought because why wouldn't I? It's an amazing design, and fuck COVID, basically. I'm tired of this shit. Next up, another Sabaton shirt. We have their All Over Coat of Arms shirt. Coat of Arms is actually my favorite, or tied for my favorite Sabaton album with Primo Victoria. Next up, we have Benediction with Stormcrow. This I got in the Nuclear Blast Order with the Cannibal Corpse and Elvide Atagano shirt. Next up is a shirt I bought when LG Petrov, the vocalist on the album, was diagnosed with cancer. I forget when that was exactly, but this is my Entombed Left Hand Path shirt, which is easily my favorite Entombed album. Without a doubt, I love that album and I love that shirt. That's one of my favorite shirts in the collection, actually. Next up is a shirt that's a bit too small on me, but I still wear it very rarely. We have Metallica with Creeping Death. I actually do not remember where I got this shirt, to be honest with you. Could have been... I really don't remember, to be honest. I've had it for so long. Next up is a Behemoth shirt, which I got when I saw them with Slayer and Lamb of God at the theater at Madison Square Garden. One of the most insane shows I've ever seen, actually. Behemoth was incredible. They should have played second and Lamb of God should have opened, but that's besides the point. Behemoth was, I think, the best band of the night, though. I actually think I got clocked in the face of that show in the pit. But it was still one of the greatest shows I ever saw. Actually, the shirt I'm wearing right now, I'll show it off, is the tour shirt from Slayer that I got at that show. That was the show in New York City. So if you were there, what did you think of the show? Next up is another band I saw from my at the last show I ever saw. We have my friends from Winter Nights. They're a New York or a Brooklyn band. They're a melodic death metal band from New York, Brooklyn. I've been friends with them I met them back in 2018 when they opened for, I believe it was Arcona and Corpiclani at Gramercy Theater in New York City. I saw them again when they when they played with Suffocation and Belphegor and Patchog. That was a great show. They were actually added to that bill. Next up is another Sabaton shirt with the Red Burden. This I got when I saw them in New York in 2019 at PlayStation Theater, which is sadly no longer a venue. Next up is a band that I'm friends with as well, Night's Edge. They're a Baltimore band. I love them, but Brian, work on your vocals, dude. Come on. I love you guys, but dude, come on. Next up is my Sabaton Bismarck King of the Ocean shirt. I bought this also when I saw them in New York City in 2019. Now we have Salem. This is my friend's band. They've actually changed their name to Arcona now, which is actually the next shirt. This is their shirt that I got at their EP and name change show in November 2019. That was the last time I saw my best friend Damien, and play live saw him in person before COVID. Sadly. Next up, we have my other High Council shirt that I won in their giveaway. We have Held in Contempt. This, yeah, I mean, it's a pretty solid album. I haven't listened to it in a while. I'll get to it sooner than later in my collection. But I have a relatively a growing collection, so it's a lot to go through. Next up, we have a band we have a Sound of Thunder with It Was Metal. I got this shirt when I saw them also play with Arcona and Metallica in 2019. Such a an incredible show. They were the second band that played. Eisenmoor was the first, I believe. I met Josh, one of the members of Sound of Thunder, and he gave me a patch and a sticker, which was very nice of him. Thank you, Josh. Next up, we have a friends band from, I believe, Tucson or Phoenix. We have Olden. They're a melodic death metal band, I believe. I'm friends with Lyle. Shout out to you, man. Thank you for the shirt. Love it. And then we have a whole other pile of shirts right here. We have Metallica with Master of Puppets. This actually has the names of the songs from the album on the back, as you can tell. This I got from a friend before he moved away, actually. Such a great guy. I haven't spoken to him in a while, but that's besides the point. Next up is a Metalhead Box Shirt. We have Hellripper. They're a black and thrash band from Scotland, I believe. One of my favorite shirts I've ever gotten in the Metalhead box, actually. Next up, we have my favorite Destruction shirt, Infernal Overkill. I got this for my birthday last year, I believe. This is easily my favorite Destruction shirt and favorite Destruction album. Next up is probably one of my two favorite Sabaton shirts. We have Noch ein Bier, United We Drink. Yeah, this is self-explanatory why I love it. Sabaton is easily my favorite band, and that design is just easily one of the greatest designs on a shirt I've ever seen, in my opinion. Next up is another Sabaton shirt. We have The Metal Lives Forever. And on the back it says, Virus Can Die, Metal Lives Forever. I got this for my birthday last year, actually, and the Noch ein Bier shirt was a Hanukkah present, I believe, from my dad and grandparents. Actually, it replaced the main one, which was a ticket to what's it called, Maryland, St. Thrashrick's Fest in Baltimore, which was supposed to happen literally the week lockdown started because of COVID. It was sad that it ended up getting canceled, but you know what? Shit happens, obviously. Next up is a tie-dye Motorhead shirt. I don't remember where I got this, to be honest with you. I believe it was a gift from my mom, but I could be completely wrong. I believe I got it off of Rockabilia, though. Next up is a shirt that my friend got me when I gave as a gift it was payment for giving him my extra tickets to Sabaton in Silver Spring in 2019. We have Come Suck My Metal Machine, which my entire family hates, whatever. It's one of my favorite shirts, and it means a lot to me because it was given to me by one of my best friends. And I think one of the last concerts I saw with him. Next up is a Metalhead Box Shirt. We have Onslaught, the UK thrash band. Probably another favorite Metalhead Box Shirt. I've had this shirt for so long, and I wear it pretty regularly still, actually. And it's a huge it's one of my favorite shirts in the collection, actually. Next up is another Metalhead Box Shirt. This is even older than that one, I believe. We have Whore of Bethlehem. I believe they're a black and death metal or a straight up death metal band from I think Texas. This I've had in the collection for so long. Next up, actually, the next bunch are Metalhead Box Shirts, I believe. We have Necrophobic. They're a black and death metal band from Sweden. Their new album from last year was on my album of the year list. If you haven't checked that video out, go check it out. But that is one of my favorite shirts in the collection, for sure. Next up is that was a November Metalhead Box Shirt, and so was this one, actually. I got both shirts, actually, in my boxes. We have Blood Incantation. This shirt, I'm surprised actually they did it on white, but it works well. I mean, I love this shirt. Don't wear it as often as I probably should, but yeah, it's a great shirt nonetheless. Next up, we have the Metalhead Box Chuck Schuldiner tribute shirt. This probably is my favorite or probably my favorite shirt from the Metalhead Box actually in the collection. We have then we have a gift, I believe, from a friend of mine. We have the metal coffee shirt, which is I like my coffee like I like my Sabbath. Obviously a great shirt. If you love Sabbath and coffee, which I love both. Next up we have Hideous Divinity with Action, I believe. Yeah. This has a Metalhead Box shirt too. I saw them actually on Valentine's Day last year with Vader, Vitriol, and Abysmal Dawn. I think they should have been the second to last band to play, to be honest with you. I think the order for that show should have been Vitriol, Abysmal Dawn, Hideous Divinity, Vader. I think that would have been a much better lineup order, but whatever. But they are also some of the nicest guys I've ever met. They are a brutal technical death metal band from Rome, Italy, I believe. And I hope to get to see them again. Next up is a shirt I got for my birthday, I believe. We have my Sabaton Night Witches shirt. The Night Witches were a all-female Air Force bomber regiment during World War II, and they were some of the most badass women in the world, like, ever. Next up is a Metalhead Box shirt. We have Dark Fortress. I believe this is a Chimera shirt. I hadn't heard of Dark Fortress really before I got this shirt, but after I got the shirt, I listened to them and fell in love with them. I actually picked up their new album recently, and it's actually really good. Next up is, I believe it's pronounced Osurium. I think they're from Portland, Oregon, or Seattle, Washington, one of the two. But they are a Death Doom band. That's another Metalhead. That was another Metalhead Box shirt. I have a lot of my shirts are Metalhead Box shirts actually, because I have been subscribed for a long, long time. Next up, we have my White Emperor in the Night Side Eclipse shirt. This was a birthday present from last year, and the reason I got the white and the gray is because the black did not look great to me. The white looked the best, and then the gray looked the second best to me, at least. Next up is a Metalhead Box shirt. We have Morbid Saint. They are, if you have never heard of them, I believe they're a thrash band from Canada. This is the only shirt I own from them, which kind of sucks, but I love these guys. You need to pick up more of their merch at some point, actually. Next up is another Metalhead Box shirt with Gorguts. They are, I think, on hold, or they split up. They're a Canadian death metal band. I haven't listened to them too much, but they're a pretty solid band. I might actually cut the sleeves off of this shirt, to be honest with you, at some point. Next up, another Metalhead Box shirt. Probably one of my least favorite from the box, but still a great shirt nonetheless. We have Deceased. They're a heavy/death/thrash band from, I believe, Virginia. This is a good shirt, but nowhere near one of my favorites from the box. We have we have my first ever Exodus shirt. I think I got this when I saw them in 2015 with Testament and Shattered Sun at the Paramount in Huntington, and this is their Salt the Wound shirt. This is a great shirt. This is one. I already showed the other Exodus shirt I own, but I need more Exodus merch at some point, because they are such a great band. We have my purple Master of Puppets shirt. I don't remember where I got this. I think my friend gave it to me as a gift for graduating high school back a couple years ago. But yeah, no, this is a great shirt. I don't wear it often, to be honest with you, but because it doesn't fit all that well, but it's still a great shirt. Next up is another Metalhead Box shirt with Gra. They're a black metal band from, I believe, Sweden. I'm not huge into black metal, but I'll listen to it from time to time. I should pick up some of their stuff at some point if I could find it. Next up is probably my second favorite, or one of my favorite Metalhead Box Shirts. We have Hazard. They're a Canadian thrash band. Their album from 2020, Delirium, was, I think, relatively high up on my album of the year list. This is their shirt for Apocalypse On. Probably one of the greatest shirts in my collection. Next up is the most recent Metalhead Box Shirt I got, which with Atrophy. They were or are a thrash band from, I believe, Phoenix or Tucson. They are a solid band. I hadn't listened to them until I got the signature from the vocalist, also from the Metalhead Box, a couple months ago. And after listening to them, after I got the signature, I fell in love with them. I'm a huge fan of thrash. Thrash, death, and death doom are probably my three favorite subgenres. Next up is a Metallica and Justice for All shirt. This I've had for 7-8 years, maybe longer. It's faded as all hell, but I still wear it a lot, actually. Next up is Sabaton, another Sabaton shirt with Worldwide Wacken. This was a shirt from the online Wacken festival they did last year, because they couldn't do the in-person one, sadly, because of COVID. Next up, we got another Metalhead Box Shirt with Midnight. This, not my favorite, another shirt that I don't love, but I don't hate either. I tried selling it or trading it a while ago, but I worked my way into the rotation after I listened to Midnight a lot more. They're a solid black and thrash band from Ohio, I believe. Next up, probably one of the greatest Metalhead Box Shirts in the world I've ever gotten. We have King Diamond with Oh It's Halloween. This was the shirt from the October 2020 box. That box was actually one of the greatest boxes I've ever gotten. Still got a lot more. Jeez. Next up is another Destruction shirt with I think this is Thrash 2, but it's one of my favorites in the collection. I have a bunch more on the way, which I'm still waiting on, but that's besides the point. And now another Metalhead Box Shirt. We have Holder. They're a black metal band from Portland, Oregon. It's a one-woman project from, I think she's originally from Belgium, if I'm not mistaken. Next up, we have Sabaton with their Corollas Rex 300 years shirt. This shirt I've had for so long, but not so long because I've had for like 3-4 years now, I believe. Such a great shirt. I don't wear it often because it's a bit small, but it's still a solid shirt. Next up, a Metalhead Box Shirt. We have Crypt Sermon. I believe they're a doom band. I forget where they're from though. I've had this shirt for, I think this could have even been the first Metalhead Box Shirt I got ever. Yeah, I love this shirt. I don't wear it as often as I probably should, but I have so many shirts in the collection that I can't really do that. Wear every shirt each week. Next up, probably my second favorite Destruction shirt. We have Born to Thrash. 666 Born to Thrash. Destruction is easily my favorite thrash band. Probably second favorite band ever. Next up is probably my favorite Tour shirt in the collection. We have my Sabaton 2019 Tour shirt. This I got at their New York show, and then wore it the next night to their Silver Spring show. Next up, we have my Behemoth 2018 Tour shirt from when they toured with At the Gates and Wolves in the Throne Room. I got this at their New York show at PlayStation Theater. And that Sabaton shirt was from when they toured with Hammerfall in 2019. Next up is my first ever Sabaton Tour shirt with from 2016. I saw that this was the one that I saw in Poughkeepsie in October 2016 with Trivium and Huntress. Next up is my 2018 Creator Tour shirt from when they toured with Sabaton. Got this in Silver Spring, as I mentioned earlier, with my long sleeve. Next up is my one of the Two Slayer final tour shirts I got when I saw them at Madison Square Garden, which was sadly the last time I ever got to see them and ever will get to see them. But this design is one of the greatest designs on the shirt. I have another one with the same design actually, somewhere. It's coming up, I think. Next up is now we have another Slayer shirt with which I got from the 3-shirt bundle that they deal for like $30. This was their 2016 tour shirt. I actually missed this tour, sadly, but I probably would have gone to the I don't know, actually, probably Silver Spring, Maryland, or Portchester. I don't know. I really have no idea, because I missed that tour for whatever reason. Now we have my 2019 Cannibal Corpse tour shirt from when they toured with Slayer, Monomarth, and Lamb of God. I got that shirt at the Camden, New Jersey show. And I met a Monomarth, actually. I got the VIP package for a Monomarth at that show. Now we have my 2018 Sabaton tour shirt. Got this when I saw them in Silver Spring, Maryland with Creator. This is another favorite in the collection. I would wear this. I used to wear this every day, or not every day, every week, actually. Now we have my Arcona 2019 tour shirt. I got this when they toured when I saw them in Baltimore in 2019 with Metzl and Sound of Thunder and Eisenmoor. Actually, funnily enough, is my Metzl tour shirt from that same tour. The only time I've gotten to see Metzl. Actually, happy birthday to Metzl. They celebrated their 22-year anniversary the other day. One of my favorite folk metal bands I've ever seen live, actually. They're also from Estonia, so if you've never listened to them, check them out. Now we have my Suffocation tour shirt. I got this in November 2019. I saw them with Belphegor and Abiotic. The last night of the tour, actually, and then two of my friends' bands opened it, actually. Winter Nights, who I mentioned earlier, and Letter of Mark, who's I actually know the drummer personally. Like, we are very close friends. But Winter Nights was added to that set, to the bill, because Necronomicon, the band that had been on the tour previously, had to drop off for whatever reason. So I had already bought my ticket. And when I ran into Winter Nights again, they remembered me vividly, or very well, from when I met them at Arcona in 2018. And we're still very close, actually. Now we have the 2017 Sabaton tour shirt. Got this, actually, I don't remember where I got this, because I missed this tour too, actually. Sadly, I forget why, but I would have gone to probably the New York show, but whatever. I wish I went to that show, because I think that was with a Monomarth. Now we have a Slayer tour shirt, another Slayer tour shirt. This I would have gotten at the show in Camden, actually, but I didn't, because I got the one with all the bands on, which is probably coming up soon. But this I got in that 3-shirt deal for $30. Yeah, love that shirt. Now we have my Epica Tour shirt, which I got in January of last year, January 12th of last year, in New York City. Such a great shirt. I love it. This was with, I believe, Starkill from Chicago. I still have their shirt too somewhere, which I don't wear anymore, but because I don't remember why I stopped wearing that shirt, actually. But now we have my Metallica Torcher from 2017. I got this at Nassau when I saw them in Nassau Coliseum. I was on the floor with my dad and I actually went to that show. Such a great show. Volbeat, the opener, was garbage. No offense to them. I think it's because Nassau Coliseum is a complete dump of a venue, to be honest with you. And they had just redone the venue not too long before, but I digress. Now we have my 2018 Aussie tour shirt. This brings back some great memories. This I got at their show in Bristol, Virginia, when my now ex and I saw them. Such a great show. One of my favorite tour shirts I have in the collection. Now we have the third Slayer shirt from the 3-shirt deal. I would have also gotten this one at the Camden show. Oh, and like I said, this design, this is the same design as the final tour shirt that I got, or one of the 2 final tour shirts I got. Now we have my first Arcona tour shirt from 2018. This was from their New York show. This is from their Cram tour in 2018. Now we have the Slayer tour shirt with the bands from the Camden show. Yeah. So, this was one of the greatest Slayer tours ever, and I think this should have been one of the 2 lineups that should have been their final tour. 100% should have. But whatever. Now we have my Belphegor tour shirt from when I saw them with Suffocation. They're a band. They're a strange band. I met Helmuth, and very nice guy. I actually have a photo with him still, somewhere on my phone. Now we have the other Slayer final tour shirt. This has all the dates from their tours, from their final ever tours, on the back. I was at like 4 or 5 shows on this tour, 3 or 4 maybe. I don't fully remember. Now we have my Vader tour shirt from one of the last shows I saw before COVID. I was at the Brooklyn show. This was probably one of the heaviest shows I ever saw. One of the last shirts I have is my Black Sabbath 2016 tour shirt. I got this when I saw them in Holmdel, New Jersey. And there's a reason I went to the Holmdel show instead of the Long Island show. And that's because I wanted my last ever Sabbath show to be at the venue I saw them the first time. And that's the main reason I went to that show instead of instead of the Long Island show. I mean, that's the reason, and I don't regret it either. Final tour shirt is my Amon Amarth tour shirt from the first and only time I saw them in 2019 with Cannibal Corpse, Lamb of God, and Slayer. And I met them, and I have the signed merch from that show somewhere. In the last 2 shirts, actually, yeah, I'll show this one. We have my other Incantation shirt that I just bought, and this I'm gonna wear later today probably. The final shirt is another shirt for later today with my Corporate Climbing Tour shirt from 2018 when I saw them with Arcona and Winter Nights. So that's all of the shirts I have in my collection. I probably have maybe some just got delivered, but those will be other videos. Anyways, stay metal. Hope you enjoyed. Stay metal.